After Doctor Doom scattered the Fantastic Four across different points in history, Sue Storm ends up stranded in the far future. Earth is dead, and she's the last living thing left. There's no air, no water, and the sun will burn her alive the moment she lowers her force field. She remembers that they once placed a locator inside the longest-lasting rock on the planet, the Forever Stone. If she can find it, she might have a chance. Seeking refuge from the heat, Sue heads into a cave, bending light around corners to guide her path. Deep inside, she discovers a single puddle of water, the last remnant of what was once a great lake. Using her powers like a microscope, she peers inside and sees it, the final trace of life on Earth. Simple, single-celled organisms, nearly identical to the bacteria that started all life billions of years ago. The discovery gives her no comfort. She collapses in despair. With only hours left to live, unless she finds another way. Meanwhile, centuries in the past, Reed Richards is struggling to solve the mystery of Sue's disappearance. At first, he fears she's dead, but quickly dismisses the thought. Instead, he realizes the Forever Stone itself is eternal, but the tracker inside may have failed. Still, there's something he can do. Reed begins an elaborate process, forging machinery, calculating probabilities, and even creating futuristic steel centuries ahead of its time. He hides it all carefully, ensuring no one from that era could ever discover it. Piece by piece, he builds a system that will allow Sue to locate the Forever Stone no matter how weak its signal becomes. Back in the cave, Sue is running out of options. She asks herself, how would Reed Richards help someone stranded billions of years in the future? And then it hits her, heaven and earth. Gathering every ounce of her strength, Sue flies high above the dying planet, bending the light around her to make the ground below invisible. That's when she sees it. Deep beneath the surface, hidden just above the Earth's mantle, are artificial diamonds placed in geologically stable areas. Reed had buried them one by one. It would have taken him a lifetime of work, but he ensured that no matter when Sue ended up, she'd always have a way to find her family again. On the stone, Ben, Johnny, and Reed had carved a date, so she'd know when to find them. Reed had even designed a failsafe, a single-use recall button hidden within the Forever Stone, connected to the time sled he'd stored in a temporal pocket. But there was a cost. It's designed so that anyone with powers like force fields, fire, super strength, or flexibility could find a way to charge it. Anyone else could have opened the stone and escaped, but it would have doomed the rest of the team scattered further in time. So they placed their trust entirely in Sue, and she doesn't fail them. Sue unlocks the time sled and rescues her family. The Fantastic Four return to the present, ready to continue their battle against Doom. But then Reed makes a mistake. In the heat of victory, he explains to Doom how they escaped, and with that knowledge, Doom adapts. Using his magic, he resets time itself to erase his defeats, and once again, he gets the upper hand. In the final moments, the Fantastic Four manage to send the time sled racing back to warn their past selves. The battle with Doom isn't over. In fact, it's only just beginning.